The Tale of the Two Water Pots, an Indian fable. Let's be honest, most of us spend our lives chasing perfection. We want flawless careers, perfect relationships, a life without any rough edges. But here's the question we rarely ask ourselves. Has this obsession with being perfect actually caused us more pain than it solved? Today, I want to share an old Indian fable that completely changed how I think about my own flaws. It's a story about finding value in the very things we're most ashamed of. A long time ago, there was an old man who hauled water from a distant river back to his village every day. He'd balance 2 large pots on a long pole across his shoulders, one pot hanging on each end. One of these pots was perfect. Not a crack, not a chip, nothing. But the other pot, it had a crack running down its side. Every day, the old man would fill both pots at the river and start the long trek home. By the time he arrived, the perfect pot still had every drop of water. But the cracked pot, it'd be only half full, the rest having leaked out along the way. The perfect pot was pretty smug about the whole situation. Meanwhile, the cracked pot was miserable. It felt like a failure, convinced it was letting its owner down every single day. This went on for 2 years. Finally, the cracked pot couldn't take it anymore. On the walk home from the river one day, it spoke up.
Master,
It said quietly, voice heavy with shame.
I'm so sorry. Every day, I waste your time and effort. Because of this crack, half the water leaks out before we even get home. I'm basically useless.
The old man paused and gently set both pots down. A warm smile spread across his face.
My dear friend,
He said softly,
do you really think that crack of yours has only ever given me half the water?
The old man lifted the pots back onto his shoulders and continued walking. As they went, he said,
Look around you as we head home. Pay attention to your side of the path, the side where your water drips.
The cracked pot looked around, and what it saw stopped it cold. On the opposite side of the path, where the perfect pot hung, there was nothing. Just dry, dusty ground with barely a weed in sight. But on the cracked pot side, gorgeous wildflowers bloomed everywhere. Lush green grass lined the path like a carpet. The old man smiled.
You want to know why I never patched up your crack? Why I've walked this same path for 2 years? It's because I knew the water you leaked would bring this path to life. Every single day, I've planted seeds on your side. And thanks to the water dripping from your crack, only your side has these beautiful flowers. Because of you, I've been able to pick fresh flowers to brighten my home every day.
The cracked pot finally got it. The very thing it had been ashamed of, the defect it thought made it worthless, had actually created something beautiful. We're all a lot like these pots. We try to hide our mistakes, our pain, the parts of ourselves we think aren't good enough. We exhaust ourselves trying to be that perfect pot. But here's what we miss. Our cracks, the tears we've cried, the struggles we've survived, they can become life-giving water for the dry ground around us. Real value doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from what we do with our imperfections and how they touch the world around us. If there's something in your life you've always seen as a flaw or a failure, maybe it's time to look at it differently. Be generous with your story, your struggles, your hard-won lessons. your tears and pain just might grow the most beautiful flowers. That's it. Thanks for the like and subscribe.